going on, guys? So I'm back with another video, and today I actually wanted to talk about a subject that I've been thinking about lately. So for those that don't know me, my name is Chris Acevedo. I'm a director from Boston, located now in Florida. And something that I've been thinking about lately is the contrast between full frame cameras and Micro Four Thirds cameras. So right now I'm using a GH7 to film this video right now. So I'm so used to shooting full frame. I use the LUMIX S5 II and the LUMIX S1 II as my main two bodies. With LUMIX now kind of concentrating on the full frame line, now that I've been getting used to shooting full frame, it's hard for me to go back with the Micro Four Thirds line. So obviously we have the GH7 and the G9 Mark II as like their main flagships for that line. It's making me think, like, what is really next for the actual line? I think these are both lines that are very capable of creating some amazing results. For example, because I know there aren't many options for other brands to at this point develop Micro Four Thirds cameras. LUMIX has been doing it for so long now. When I think back to my career, I started off using the LUMIX G7, and at the time, like, that camera was what I needed, and I grew into the LUMIX system. It made me think, what's gonna be happening to the future of the Micro Four Thirds line? I feel like we're almost at a limit of what is next and what they're capable of doing now. Do you think they're gonna still develop lenses for these cameras anymore? I don't remember the last time LUMIX dropped a new Micro Four Thirds lens for the system. And are other companies like Sigma or are other companies like Leica, are they still developing lenses for the Micro Four Thirds system at all? And these are just some questions that made me think about, like, what's really gonna happen next? Because if they make a GH8, it's like, what more can we really do without making the body bigger? What I'm thinking LUMIX could do is, I think they should make a BGH Mark II, and I think that'd be the perfect Micro Four Thirds box style camera. And I don't know whether LUMIX is developing that or not. I have no idea. I think it's a great option to have that as a potential backup. So obviously the LUMIX S1 II has been overheating. Same with the LUMIX S1R Mark II. And it's unfortunate because these are some very amazing cameras with some amazing specs. Being able to kind of use both systems, I don't think it's a bad thing either. As someone that shoots with all types of LUMIX cameras, I've been able to use both in different scenarios. For example, when I was shooting a documentary about a year and a half ago, I shot for a chef, and it was right around the year that the LUMIX GH7 came out. A lot of the people that I showed the video to, they could not tell what camera was using what. Like, was this a full frame or was this a Micro Four Thirds line? As someone that uses both lines, and I've gravitated more towards full frame within the last several years of my career, which makes sense because I think it's the future, I still think there's an area for me to use both. If I'm able to use a Micro Four Thirds camera like the GH7, I'm in 90-degree heat weather right now, and the camera's not even overheating. I'm not getting a warning. I probably never will, because that's something I've never had to deal with before up until recently. But in terms of what I think LUMIX should do is, I think if they really want to make another camera outside of just like a LUMIX S1H Mark II, I think LUMIX should continue this trajectory of having Micro Four Thirds, capping that out, and then having maybe the S1 II or S1R II be the pinnacle of like what that line can do. Obviously they can make more iterations as time goes on, but these cameras are going to be getting bigger and heavier, and it's making me wonder, like, what's the full frame CINE line of LUMIX going to be? Like, imagine LUMIX CINE, that'd be really sick. And these are just some off the question thoughts I've had about, you know, what LUMIX is going to do next, or what they want to do, or what do you think they should do? And this is not to argue between the two communities, because we're all one community at the end of the day. I think it's more so, what do we all want from the brand? If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around.